ओके सो एक और पार्ट है पोलराइजेशन का। अ बीम ऑफ वर्टिकली पोलराइज्ड लाइट ऑफ इंटेंसिटी I naught is incident normally on the polarizing filter that has its transmission axis at 30 degree. Now you can see this is at 30 degree to the vertical as shown in figure 5.2. Vertically in initial intensity is I naught, then we have intensity I1 and then final intensity I2. And this is to the 30 degree, and the second polarization filter is transmitted 90 degree to the vertical. The transmitted light from the first polarizing filter has intensity I1. The light is then incident normally on a second polarizing filter. Transmission axis at 90. The transmitted intensity is I2. ठीक है, वो सब हमने डायग्राम में देख लिया. Now what you have to do, you have to calculate a ratio I1 over I naught. So you have to compare the ratio of intensity I1 and intensity I naught. So दोनों की intensity को आपने compare करना है. So basically, if we talk about I1, so I1 is equals to I naught cos square theta, or I1 over I naught is equals to cos square theta. Sorry, we can also write 30 because the first angle for the first filter is 30. Cos square 30 cos 30 is equals to, if we use under root on both sides, under root 3 over 2. Or you can also write in simple 0.866. And if we again take like square on both sides, so when we square on the both sides, so this will get cancel out. You will get 0.75. Right, so you can see this is completely different question from the previous one. In this they are only asking about to find out the ratio between two quantities. We just write down two quantities, we just mention the angle as given in the first part, which is 30 degree, and we got the answer in the form of ratio which is equals to 0.75. Now again in the second part they are asking the same idea with two other quantities I2 and I naught. So now if you compare I2 and I naught, so how you will get this answer? Basically for I2 we know that I2 will be compared with I1 because I1 is the reference for I2, just like I naught is the reference for I1. So if we talk about I2, so I2 is linked with I1. or I2 over I1 is equals to, and it is mentioned 90 degree to the vertical. 90 degree to the vertical means first filter is at 30, right? This is at 30 and the second one is at 90. So the difference between 30 and 90 is again 60. So it means the difference of angle between first and second filter is 60 degrees, right? First one is at 30, second one is at 90 over here. So the difference between these two is 60, right? So we will use 60. Again, we will solve like the same. We have to cancel out the square. Cos 60, 0.5. Square on 0.5, 0.25. But this answer is for I2 over I1. We have to find I2 over I naught. So I2 over I naught can be find out with the help like this. I2 over I naught can be derived like this. I1 over I naught multiply by I2 over I1. So basically, if we multiply first and the second ratio, so you will get I2 over I naught. So in this way, we can derive I2 over I naught. So it means that I2 over I naught is the product of these two quantities. And the value for I1 over I naught is 0.75 multiplied by the value of I2 over I1, which is 0.25. So when we multiply these quantities, so you will get your final answer 0.187, which is 0.19. So this is the ratio for I2 over I naught. So you can see this is very much related to the mathematical equations type solving. You have to shuffle the things, you have to find out the relation between the quantities, and then you will get your answer. And this is the topic of polarization.